welcome to the LaidBack Mat. With this video, this will be a yoga step-by-step. And I'm going to call it Gentle Waking Yoga. So we're just going to, yes, it's exciting, yes. We're going to stay down on the mat. We're going to take our time and go slow. And as always, go with your own body. If something does not feel good, skip it, modify, come out of it. This is your yoga with your own body, at your own pace, and you're the one who decides. So listen to your body, and if something's a little too much, it's too much. Come out of it. Nothing good's gonna come out otherwise. So let's start with our neck. You know, we move in every direction, not just with yoga, with our whole life, picking up something. The neck moves a lot, so let's gently exercise it. We're going to be very progressive, go slow, and make our movement smaller than our body is able to. So I know you can turn your head all the way there, but I don't want you to. Just a little bit. So let's start by just gently looking up. So just bring your nose up a little bit. Just a little bit. Now I want you to bring your chin down just a little air. Okay. Just see how it feels like that. Just keep breathing through this. And then on an exhale, bring your chin down. And look down towards your feet, towards the ground. You don't have to sit with me. You can have pillows on both sides of under your knees if you need to. Be comfortable. Just make sure your back is straight. On the next inhale, bring your nose in the center. And of course, between all the cute breath, you breathe regular, right? And if the breath's too much, just remember to breathe, and that's okay too. So let's line up. We want our head above our heart and our heart above our pelvis. So what that tells you really, it means try to keep your back straight. So maybe inhaling your shoulder up, bring them back. And what I like to do is unpacking the luggage. When I arrive, I unpack the luggage. Make some room for your sit bones here. You know, so you can be a little, see the difference? And if that doesn't work, pack it back. I don't think I've ever seen somebody doing it, but again, if that's better for you, you know more than I what works for your body, right? So let's do this again. Inhale up, exhale down. And go up and down like this. And I want you to find a little spot that just wants you to stay there a little bit longer because it feels nice. You can see, you know, you're working it a little, but just gently, you don't want to pass the point that it feels nice. And keep moving. When your nose is in center, stay in center. Now let's turn your head to one side and look. I don't like saying right or left because even though I mirror you when I use that, inhale center, exhale other side. Just keep moving that way. Gentle movement, very slow. Look around. Try to spot something you haven't seen yet or haven't noticed in a while. So of course I don't remember what I was saying, right? My mother used to say, if you don't remember, it wasn't important. In my case, you'll hear me say whatever again and again so many times that if you don't catch something now, it's okay. Everything we say, shoulders, back, and down, all that, it's always over and over. It's from repetition. We learn and it finally sinks in. And certain thing, it takes a little longer. Other thing, it never sink in, and that's fine. Maybe your brain don't work that way, but as long as you understand the bulk of it, that's all that matters, right? Now, if you have a strap or a sash for like your bathrobe or something like like this. You can use it. It's always nice having blocks. We won't use the blocks, but it's always nice having blocks and a strap nearby. But it's all options, and it's just to bring the floor closer to you, the mat closer to you. So what I like to do is I like opening my chest like that. And if this is not comfy, you can go on your knee. Change around. Change how you're sitting, You don't have to sit like me. And here, what's nice if you're like that, maybe you want to add a little toe stretch. So here we're going to do 3 variations of just opening our heart. And we're going to bring our hands one towards another. The palms are facing each other. You know the little exercise, you pump, pump, pump. And I want you on an exhale to just relax your shoulder here. And on an inhale to lift your hand just a little tad. Neck is very relaxed. Belly's in. And on an exhale, just relax. Maybe a little shoulder roll. Now try with the strap. See if you can bring your hands a little bit closer with the strap. So shrug first. Give it a nice shrug. Send your shoulder back and up a little bit. Relax it all. And I'm switching and my foot is grabbing now. And that's all right. That's how our body works, So, and relax. Now, give yourself a hug. Now, if you prefer just to have your palms towards another, that works too. But if your hands reach enough, you want to interlace your finger, that feels super good as well. So maybe opening the chest, looking up gently, then bring your chin a little closer to your chest and relax. Exhale it all out. So when you look up, after you went where you're going, always bring your chin down just a little bit. We tend to go too far anyway. So let's add some nice arms and breath to this. We'll go back to a little more ab exercise here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, your shoulder down. Inhale, big rainbow arms all the way down. And now we're gonna stop in midway. So on an inhale halfway. Exhale, your shoulder down. Inhale, your arms away from you. Exhale, your shoulders down. Inhale, your palm up towards one another. You don't have to touch. If you want, like, yeah. That's cool too. And exhale, halfway. Just breathe regular or add extra breath if you need to. Repeat. Just stay like that and exhale all the way down. Now let's take our nose and make a little circle. Let's pretend there's a tennis ball right here and you want to make a little circle with your nose. Now let's make it a little bit bigger or stay there if that's good enough and your neck don't like, you know what you did and how you are. Not that it was your fault. But we all had injuries or something happened. So just be mindful, careful of yourself. Start making your circle a little bit bigger, like you're going around a little bigger each time, but don't go all the way as far as you could go. And just make a full circle as long as it feels good. And yes, involve your shoulders and your upper back in this. And then reverse that. And don't worry about where you're breathing here. You're in motion. So it's hard to match it unless you start hyperventilate it. So don't worry. When it's a flow, just breathe. Just don't hold your breath. That's all. Nice movement. Relax everything. And more breath with the arm. Inhale halfway. Exhale shoulder. Inhale fingertip away. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax just the shoulder. Inhale, keeping the shoulder down, reach up. Then exhale all the way down. I'm going to trick you. We're going to change something on top, so don't bring your hands back down regular. So I want to trick you, but we're just moving forward a little bit. Inhale, and this time inhale, make your breath last all the way up. Nice, long, slow inhale. Palms together, exhale, both hands towards your chest. Well, your thumb reach your nose. If your shoulders are not down, that's a good time to put them down. It's a nice reminder. Oh yeah, it's right in my eyesight. Oh my God, my shoulder, yep. Lower those shoulders. It's like, makes such a nice difference when you practice and your body's a little more relaxed, you know, and prevents some injury. So this is Anjali Mudra, and it's a gesture of the angel. So like a little prayer, but it's got several names. You don't have to call it prayer. I like calling it the angel gesture, and Anjali Mudra actually sounds so sweet also. I use its Sanskrit name. Even though I don't use a lot of it, certain thing it's so lovely to hear. So on an inhale, bring your hands back up. If you want, you can press your hands together, you know. Exhale all the way down, slow, nice exhale. When your hands get about like level with the floor, did you lower your shoulders? It's a nice reminder there too. Inhale all the way up, palms together. Exhale and go with your own breath. You know, you're still inhaling. Just go with your own breath. And I'm just giving you an example of what I'd like you to do. But adjust the speed. If I'm doing it 4 times and 1 is good enough for you, and you want to stay put for a little bit, that's wonderful. That's wonderful because you're getting to know your body and what it needs and what you need. So let's add a little bit of flow here, but my legs are getting like a little crampy being the same position a long time. So put them straight ahead. You can brace yourself on the floor behind you and just shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Now round your back. And just exhale and keep rounding your back and look towards your belly button. Now inhale forward a little bit. Exhale, relax. And you don't have to go down. This is not about going down. It's actually about when you inhale, when you add some length to your body. Your exhale is to relax. Now inhale, add some length. And on an exhale, I want you to just move a little bit your hand to the side. You're not going all the way. You're just putting your hand to the side or one if it goes there. Just gently look back a little bit. And come back in. Maybe other side. Back is still rounded. Here we go. Now, bottom of the feet together. You can put pillows or blocks. I said we weren't going to use the blocks, but I would normally just say to use them, but you know what? I think the blocks would feel real good to me right now. Back is straight. Move a little forward if you need to relax, if you're not used of keeping your back straight, just for a bit. See the difference? If you need to round your back, round it. Just make it for a little bit, and then come back in your straight back. So here we are. Let's add a little gentle flow to this. And first we're going to plant one hand to the side. You can be seated any way that is comfy for you. And this is also very nice to do in mermaid. Like this. So I think I'm going to go in mermaid. So you pick. Everything are just example. Soft bend in the joint here. You don't want it straight, too straight. And just inhale a little bit. If you're doing that crisscross, see if you can keep your both sit bone on the mat. Reach, always about length. Open the shoulder a little bit. Back up, exhale down. And let's switch. This is my a little more intermediate move, but you do what works with you. Inhale up. Open the shoulder, maybe look up a little bit. Remember, if that doesn't work for your neck, keep your neck neutral. And switch. And you just have fun with that. If you want to stay a little longer and drop to your elbow and just work on opening, that's awesome too. And don't forget, with your inhale, give a little length wherever you happen to be. Like, I'm staying there not because I want you to stay there for a bit, because it personally feels real nice right now for me. So it's all depending what kind of activity were you doing yesterday, this morning. We all did something different, so it's us at different places, right? So whatever works for your body, we have, like I have an injured knee that I have to be careful with. So lately it's been doing good, so I can do a little bit more, but I'm so careful. And again, you can change your posture, sit where it feels nice. What I like here, if you want to go in crisscross with me, is take your upper legs and just bring it across if it wants to go there. And then I'll grab my ankles, just adjust that. Try to keep both sit bones into the mats. If that doesn't work, make more room. Just accommodate that. And then the upper knee is coming in a little bit. So it's a little trying to be straight-ish. The back is straight. Keep that straight. Inhale, fingertip up, and exhale towards the upper leg, the side of the upper leg. Then your opposite arm can brace there if you want. And give a nice, gentle, going slow twist, starting down and going all the way up. Head turns last. Head turns last, or going up and head turns last. And then you can stay there for a little while. You can look straight, you can look behind a little bit. You involve your head as little as you want. And I say little, I'd rather you do less than too much with it. And I switch that around. Or switch side if you're on crisscross. Now, here my little bones wasn't sitting right, so I'm adjusting my legs. My little sit bone. Inhale up, exhale, start twisting from the bottom. I like bracing myself. What you do with your hand after is whatever sounds fun for you, you know. Looking up maybe, and I'm feeling that right now, right nicely in the hip. It feels good on the other side of my lower back, and feels wonderful. And if it doesn't, we come out of it or we skip it, right? So let's go on our stomach just for a little bit. Bring your arm in the front of you here. You can make a little pillow with your fist on your forehead if you want. And just breathe here. If that's not comfortable for you, roll on your back. That's fine too. If you're on your back, stay there. If you're like me and you want a little more, first I want your chin closer to your chest and start bringing your elbows towards you for a nice little cobra. Now elbow ideally are right under your shoulders. And just relax here. I like looking side to side. And then if you want to add micro movement like your hips, lifting one hip and the other, you can involve that a little bit. And brace your hands down, lift your pelvic up, bring your knees towards your elbow. For a little child pose, make yourself in a little ball. Ground yourself here. Again, I like looking side to side, and I'm actually shifting my hip gently from one side to the other because at this moment it does feel good to me. And inhaling all the way up, shoulder up and back, let them go where they want to go. Et voila! So I hope you had fun with me for our gentle waking yoga. Inhale, fingertip up, hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart.